This evening we're doing some FSD testing on 14.2.2.2. We're going to do the parking testing. We did this test the other day on 14.2.2.1. Went all right, but we had some issues at the end with it getting stuck in parking mode. So I decided to do the exact same, some blue lights here, do the exact same route basically. So we're getting started. We're going to be parking in Einstein's Bagels up here, just 0.3 miles returning, and we'll park right into Einstein's. There's a couple of differences today. One, you can see it's at night. The other test is during the day. The other difference is we are in the Model Y. Both my cars got this. Both our cars got the version pushed to it today, but the Model Y was at home, so I was able to get it downloaded and installed quicker. So far, I really haven't noticed much difference. Of course, this car did have 14.2.2. It never had the 0.1. So, okay, so we're parking right here. It's a little different than last time, but there were a lot of cars. It went around to the right, went a little closer to the front of the building. I call this a pass. This isn't too bad. Just pulled right in. I've actually never seen it do this. It seems like when it pulls into a parking lot, likes to it likes to go right or left. So I actually don't mind this. Einstein's is literally right around the corner right there. So second stop is Berkshire's. We'll see how it gets us over there. Might need to go a little wheel shake there. Just trying to figure out what to do. It's not using the map data at all. The map data is telling it different things. It's just trying to figure it out. Really wish I could do this during the day so you could have a little more of a apples to apples comparison, but unfortunately, that wouldn't be able to do that till Thursday. So working all day. In the wintertime, we don't get any light after work, unfortunately. So it's going out a little different way just because it was parked in a different spot. I just did this, I think 2 or 3 days ago, so I remember the drive. Okay, so we're getting out here, then we're going to the left lane. Just a little note, it didn't just shoot over to the left lane. It will do that more now. FSDs always like to turn into a lane, finish that task, and then start the task of changing into other lanes. But that time lately, it's actually just gone for it and not done that, which is very human like. That particular time it did what I described before. Okay, got the green arrow. So now we're on the same path as we were the other day. Again, not near as many cars, but the most interesting thing, or the thing I'm most interested in testing, is the end, because the last 4 pins up, or the last 4 spots, are all in this big, massive shopping center. But I don't know if it's a half mile wide, but I mean it's huge. And at some point last time, it got into this mode where it just didn't want to go to all the different places. It just thought it was in a big parking lot and it kept parking. And it's just not going to work out. Sure, it would be good to walk to all the places, but realistically, you can't do that if it's raining or if it's hot or it's cold. All right, I'm going to immediately go to the next destination. I got everything programmed in there. But there was a little bit of a walk, so this thing's going to go against the grain here. This is in an angled spot. And it's going to go the ups. No, I guess both. There's angled both ways, so this is technically correct. It's not just angled to where it's a one-way situation. But there is the wild card of me changing the route right when I got to the Home Depot last time. I tried to add Chili's at the end, and it's possible that that confused it, but it shouldn't have. It just doesn't. At some point, I mean, we parked and I changed it twice, and it just kept parking. This time, I added the Chili's in well ahead of time, and then I even added a final destination after that. So next destination should be Walmart Supercenter. So in Walmart last time, I called it a C minus, so it's almost failed because it parked way on the side of the store, parked in the automotive section. And if you look at the route, it's going to do that same route where it goes around the back of the building and goes through, up the right side there. If you're looking at it from the back here, it goes up the right side to the front. But what happens is it sees these parking spots are over here is what it happened last time, and it just parked. I'm hoping it doesn't do that again. I'm hoping it has gotten better, but we'll see. I could choose a different route, but I'm not going to since that was the same route we took last time. Right. Some more life over here, more people, more places open. It's really not that late. 7:47 p.m. If I have time tomorrow, I'll do some highway testing, highway exit testing, see if behavior's any different there tomorrow. All right, so here we are going around the back of Walmart. All right, turning in to this side. This is the automotive section that it parked in last time. Please, please, let's follow the map. Good job. It's going to follow the map. There was definitely more cars, and there was also pedestrians over in that area last time because people were pulling cars in and out for service. There's employees and all that. But I think know why it would park over there when the map tells it to come to the front of the building. I think they're just tweaking that. They're kind of balancing, following the map versus using the AI brain to just look at the roads and figure out what to do. So now we're parking right in front of the building, right in front of one of the entrances. Seems like we ran over something, maybe a cup. Absolutely perfect. This is A plus. I can't imagine me doing anything any different. In fact, I probably would have came in the other way where there's a lot more traffic. Going around back is actually a lot nicer. All right, so the next destination is, I believe it's Home Depot, which is not that far away. Technically, it's connected. Wow, I heard that cart carrier shake. I was like, did I hit that? I hope I didn't. No, it didn't. It was somebody else. Very convoluted mapping data there. Curious if it ignores that or if it does it. It's going to do it. I'll have to look at the video. I don't know if it had this. I guess because it was coming from a different spot, it probably didn't have this weird map data. This is actually sending us out on the road. Which could be a map data issue because that Home Depot's only been open for 3 months. Brand new. So it may not realize that there's connections between the parking lot. All the other driving's been just great. I've been driving around the version before this in my Model 3, 14.2.2.1, and it's been great. It's been just an incredible version of FSD. It's kind of getting, these versions are kind of what we all dreamed about. I think it's going to yield to this pedestrian. Yep. It just drives everywhere. It goes to work. It's getting where it parks at my work, and my work has a kind of a strange parking lot. I think today I disengaged and parked closer because it was cold. Wanted to park closer, and with it being so close to New Year's, there's a lot of space in the parking lot. A lot of people taking off, so I did. But other than that, I mean, just push the button and go from place to place. That's what we're doing now. When we do this testing in multiple spots in a parking lot and doing all this, we're finding, I wouldn't say edge cases, but we're finding all the weak points of FSD. When you're just driving it around like doing a normal drive, it's great. This is not normal going from spot to spot. There is use cases for it. Like I said, if it was 100 degrees outside where walking from one place to another is just going to make you completely drenched in sweat, or you got kids, you can't. You need to go from point to point, even if it's just a couple 100 feet away in your car, or snow. I don't really see snow very often here in Dallas, but okay, so we're going to go to Home Depot. We took kind of the scenic route for sure. Um, I would have greatly preferred going through the parking lot. It's really weird. I'm looking at the destination after Home Depot, Chili's, and it's going to do something similar. It's showing the next destination and the next route, and it's going way outside. So there may be they may have disconnected the AI a little, or they might have connected it more, excuse me, to the mapping data, where before it was just kind of finding its own way. See, it's a bit weird, that arrow goes to the right, but you can go left. I don't really understand that. But yeah, this road that we're on right now goes straight over to Walmart if you go the other way. So we didn't have to do all that. So where are we going to go? It would be really good if it went just a little farther, a couple of rows farther, get in front of the Home Depot, because that's where the entrance and exit. Yeah, this is great. It's right where you want to go. I really like that it's front end parking too. I'm not a back end fan. I like parking front end. It seems to be doing that just about every time. Little crooked. It knows it. It's not putting itself in park. We'll wait here just a couple minutes. It's funny. It got into this spot, and it's a little more crooked than this build. Usually these 14.22 builds get you really straight. It's a little crooked, acceptable, definitely. If you look at half the people out here, they're the same crooked. So it stopped, and then it turned the wheel, and now it's not putting itself in park. So I guess I got to put it in park. Interesting. Almost an A plus there, but at the end it didn't put it in park. The reality is, I would have undone my seatbelt and opened the door. I guess I should have done that. Maybe see if the red hands come up. So I do like what I see here so far. It wants to do a very convoluted route. I mean, a 2.7 mile route to go to Chili's that's right there. I do not want to do that. In fact, I'm going to stop it. Or here. I'm going to stop it here, and I'm going to see if it has a different route. That route is insane. So here, I'm going to manually drive it just a little bit, see if I can get a little different route, because if you can see, that route is just basically, like I said, it's going 3 miles. So I'm just going to come over here. It's really it's locked into this map data more than it was before. Let's start self-driving. Start it right here. Doesn't want to start. Okay, there we go. Let's see what it does. This test is very different. It's doing some very different things than it did the other day. And I think it is the model. I don't think it's the vehicle. And I don't think it's the fact that we're here at night. Actually, it's doing something similar here. It did turn into Texas Roadhouse. But now it's showing you this is where we need to go. And it's going to park. I'd be damned if it didn't park in basically the exact same spot it did, which is wrong. This is completely wrong. You can see we are over here. We are right here. Chili's is right here. It's got some issues here. It just doesn't know what to do. And it wants to do the same thing with this route. This testing's not going the way I wanted it to. I was hoping it would be a lot better, or at least have similar behavior, but it's doing really bizarre things. I guess it would get you there. You know, the good news, I should look at this positive. This is positive. It's going to get me there. And if this was a robotaxi, um, it would get you there. If it's $1 a mile, it's going to charge you $3 instead of $1. Because it's like that trip, it says it's 2.6 miles. It's pretty similar. It's a CVS that's just right over there. And so far it's going that direction. So let's see if it reroutes. Oh, it did. It rerouted. Good. I'm sorry. I just have it on the map up here instead of the current path view. It did that correctly, even though those vehicles, they both stopped before we did, so they had the right of way. This version, they've refined it to the point where you saw that car just slightly pull out. There are times in version 14 where it would have done some brake tapping right there, like it would be scared of that car in version 14. But it acted really similar to what version 13 did. It just kept rolling and it just turned the wheel just ever so slightly to the left, just smoothly turned just in case they came out a little too far. So it would be ready, but it did not touch the brake. It's really smooth. They really got this thing down. I'm saying that there was something wrong with that version, that in parking, where it would not come out of parking, and I think that they have fixed that. I think it's going straight to the map, and it's acting like every spot is a unique situation, which is exactly what I asked it to do. It's doing it so much that some of these routes were a little ridiculous, but this one it kind of slightly ignored it and found its way. So this is very good. We're here at CVS. We'll have it park, and we're going to end the video. Thank you for watching. I'm going to try to do a little more testing of FSD version 14.2.2.2. Yep, this is going to work fine. They're getting really good. Overall, I'd say this is pretty good. I think I got a little frustrated at it moving around or wanting to go the other way, and I did engage. I didn't have to, but it just seemed a little pointless. But I understand what they're doing. They fixed the problem of it just being stuck in parking mode, and no matter where you go, unless you go away from the area, it just wanted to park everywhere. Yeah, they fixed that, so that's great. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.